this and that. Wrestle this and that. I'm Brother Reed with Brother Don. Wanna wrestle this and that. Wrestle this and that. We talk about wrestling, it's a fact. I'm Brother Reed with Brother Don. Wanna wrestle this and that.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Wrestle This and
That.
I'm Brother Reek, your host, and this is my co-host, Brother
JUAN.
Don. It's time for the Raw recap of the 2nd to 1st of 2016.
Yeah, man.
What do you think about Raw?
I liked it for the most part.
Okay.
I liked it for the
better
most part.
than last week.
Definitely better than last.
Definitely better than last week. Better matches.
Definitely better matches.
Okay then. Let's ready to rock and roll.
We got some new matches, and that always makes for
New
a better.
matches, yeah. Don't mean that it's new matches. We got new matches, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, Raw kicks off. And who you kicks off with? The
Beast.
The Beast comes out along with Paul Heyman. And Heyman says at the Royal Rumble that the Wyatt family thought that they basically, and the disciples thought that they messed up the title picture for Brock Lesnar, but they didn't get the job done. But what they did do,
They definitely screwed him over. That's for sure.
yeah, I don't understand how that happened, but they did screw him over. I guess anything goes at the Royal Rumble, even if after you get thrown out and come right back in and throw somebody else out. But anyway, Paul Heyman says that they provoked Brock Lesnar, and that the
11th commandment.
commandment said what?
Thou shalt not
Provoke.
the beast.
And unfortunately, they did it.
They did.
But he said they would deal with them down the road, and I believe so. Okay, but Heyman said Stephanie McMahon did the best thing, the beast thing. He said the beast thing. It sounded like a bee sting when he said it. You know what I'm saying? It kind of rhymes and goes together.
The beast sting.
And
sting.
And stings out with a bad neck. But anyway, you know, it all combination all goes together. But he said that they did the best thing for the Beast, and that was to implement him into this triple threat match, and whoever wins the world heavyweight titles, goes against Triple H.
Right.
So what do you think about that, basically?
I thought that was...
was that best for Beast for business?
Is it beast for business? Probably. But was that what we'll get?
Well,
We'll see.
We'll see when that time comes, you know. And then next, you know, somebody music hits, and who comes out?
The lunatic.
The
Fringe himself.
The crazy man. He comes out and he gets directly. I have never seen nobody get directly in Lester's face like that, and live to talk about it.
And to sum it up quick, he just said, "One, please, to Suplex City."
Yeah. He said, "Please take me there." He said,
"Take me there."
That's a city that I was told about, and I've seen from Bray Wyatt to the League of Nations go there. I want to go there too.
He said, "I know you're going to throw me on my head, probably lots."
Yeah, and he is.
But he said, "I'm the Iron Man."
And he says that Brock Lesnar, don't scare him.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Please. He scared me. And if I were you, I'd be scared too. Trust me. Did you see what he did with your brother?
Then he apologized to Paul and said, "I just wanted to see what it was all about."
Yes, it was a fuss. He said, I just want to see what the fuss was all about. And they really wasn't fussing. They was just basically telling what was going to happen in Fastlane.
And he just left.
And he walks out, which eventually that kicks off our first match with United States champion Kalisto taking on Rusev.
And
It wasn't for the title, though.
it wasn't for the title. I didn't like the commentary by Alberto Del Rio.
Did anybody?
I doubt it.
Did you understand any word he said?
And,
I mean, he's my boy.
As far as the match went, I didn't really like the pairing of Kalisto versus Rusev because it looked like they had never been in the ring, even practicing together. They blotched a lot of moves. I was happy with the result that Kalisto won, but that meant Rusev lost. And as of right now, Rusev probably is rivaling Ryback as the biggest jobber that they have.
Yeah. Who?
Ryback.
He's joining them.
With Rusev.
It's going to be Rusev and Ryback.
Yeah, Rusev and Ryback.
Double R's.
I mean, it's
the
just...
double R's. Yeah, it's just talent that's... once Cena touch you, you got to play it. That's all I got to say.
I mean, you last 88... You lost, like... No, not even 88. You lost 82 seconds in the Royal Rumble. After last year when all was to end. You're undefeated, indestructible. You lose to Cena. Then that's it. Now you just start losing all the time and stuff. Good match for Kalisto to hold onto the belt. Just I didn't like the pairing. At first I was excited about it to see what it would do, but there was just a lot of blotch moves, and
I give you credit. I think it was maybe that match was a little too early for him to go against someone that big. I mean, he should have maybe stayed with the Tyler Breeze and maybe build himself up. We probably would have believed it, but they threw it out there. It made Rusev look bad. I mean, it just made him basically slip 16 more spots down in the hole that he's already in.
It's like Daria must have just thought that Rusev was like blind. He's always like, behind you! Rusev behind you! In front of you! Rusev to the side of you! Rusev!
And then next thing you know, Rusev didn't see not one thing.
And Rusev gets counted out. So.
And that was the match. Kalisto gave him a Hurricanrana, and eventually he falls into the barricade and he get counted out. So, and I even think that was a lousy way to win, but hey, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Kalisto wins.
Not even as sweet as this all, so then that really takes away from him.
And they had a lot of segments last night also.
They did.
And we still had the same amount of matches, but we still had a lot of segments. This segment came out with Stephanie McMahon basically gloating about Triple H beating Roman Reigns at the Royal Rumble, and Reigns says, "Hey, tell him to enjoy it."
Yeah.
Okay, tell him to enjoy it. And I think Dean Ambrose was out there with him also.
They put it on the belt instead of being on Triple H's waist is now in glass.
Oh, he that good. He said, "I'm that good."
He said, "I'm not defending it until WrestleMania," so in glass it is. But one of the things that stood out to me is Triple H put the new nameplates on the.
Of course,
so,
he's a champ.
So the
I want him on mine
King
too.
emblem was on side, so the King emblem plate's on the side of the belt now, and
Stephanie said,
so Roman, remember this was just yours like
8 days
ago.
He said, "I remember,
but
don't try to don't poke me." She basically tells Ambrose that he is Reigns' sidekick, but what did Ambrose say?
Reigns said, "No, actually, he's mine."
I don't know. Do you think she's trying to plant a seed in between these guys?
Absolutely.
You think it may work?
Yes.
It's a possibility that something that you talked about.
Hey, factions are falling apart, man.
Oh man, left and right, and which basically meant they should have never even formed. But eventually, Stephanie McMahon tells them, "Hey, you're in the main event tonight, and you will be taking on
the New Day."
New Day, all right, New Day.
And immediately, as you heard that, the crowd started saying, "New Day rocks."
Yeah, totally forgot about them, and basically they saw New Day rock, and everybody was into it and whatnot. And then right after that, another segment.
Another segment.
Brie Bella basically was.
This one on a sad but positive note. They talk about Nikki having to go under the knife. And then,
successfully going under the knife.
Successfully going underneath the knife, and then.
But they sounded passionate. Like I really thought that. It sounded sincere to me, but eventually Charlotte says, "I don't care."
Yeah, Charlotte
I don't care.
said she didn't care, and she's all like, "I guess you could say that her injuries are partially due to me."
Yeah.
And I'm on my way to becoming the longest used champion. I'm like, God, please don't let that be true.
And unfortunately, it is for now. Your wish may come true down the road. It's a possibility, but right now, Charlotte holds that ugly belt.
Yeah, I just don't want to even think about her holding it for a whole year, though. So,
Well, don't watch WWE. That's all I got to say. Second match, you had the Usos taking on the Social Outcast. Now, I don't know if you want I don't know if you want the Social Outcast to be a comedy team, if you want them to be a serious team. 1 week they acting comedy, next week they're trying to take it seriously. But they basically dominated this tag team match.
Yeah, they really did. Good showing for Adam Rose, especially. I haven't seen that guy have a good showing.
Adam is not a bad wrestler.
Right, just
NXT, he was great.
Having just the rosebuds, and the jumping bunnies and stuff, and they
didn't go nowhere with that, which they could have made money off of that.
You didn't see, so you just didn't see a very talented wrestler, but in the ring, he did really, really well with the Outcast and stuff. But they They do come up on the losing ends.
Well, Jay eventually tags Jimmy, and then Jimmy just say, "I want to super kick everybody." He super kick. What's his name? Cut me out.
Chris Axel.
He caught him off the top. He caught him off the top rope with a super kick. He basically super kicked it, and then a double super kick. We saw that 2 weeks in a row. That worked out, and eventually they picked Jimmy get the giant splash, and he takes home the win or whatnot. But like I said,
so the Outcasts lose again.
Yeah, they did, but they had a great show.
It was a good show.
It was a good showing, and I didn't too much. As long as they don't talk, everything is good.
Real quick before we cut the segment off,
sure.
Can anybody tell me what the Usos say when it sounds like? Do they say the Bulls are on board? The Bulls are on board.
No, I don't say nothing about no Bulls.
Okay, I can't tell what they say.
No Bulls.
I'm just saying I can't understand what he says. So if anybody knows that watches our show and you know what they say, let us know.
You can get the answer at work because Alf is Samoan and he knows the song. He sung it to me. I told him about it. So Alf knows.
All right, Alf knows. Cool.
Yeah, but I'm not saying you're gonna understand him either.
All right.
I'm just saying Alf knows it, no doubt.
All right.
Miz TV with special guest host
AJ Styles.
The man.
Man, was it.
The phenomenal.
I was excited about it.
We were, I think we both were. You and I both was waiting for AJ to say something to continue to make the crowd go crazy about him. But unfortunately, the Miz say, "Hey, AJ, I'm going to build you up, and then I'm going to tear you down." And that's exactly what he did. He didn't give AJ not one opportunity to say anything, and that really frustrated him. And then what happened?
He got Miz got crab kicked out.
He got stomped.
He got beat down
to the core, and then AJ said,
he got hit so many times that I actually believe the fact that he didn't know where he was on the. Well, it really looked like he was having a headache.
Well, what I would say is two things. I would say, listen, AJ, you gonna buy me a new bracelet because you broke my bracelet all over the ring. Bracelet flew everywhere. That's what I said. And then he threw him into a chair. He didn't care. He beat the living crap out of him. And then he says, "Now do you know who I am?"
Yeah.
And Miz say, "No." He said, "Well, if you don't come in SmackDown, you will." So they got a match on SmackDown.
So AJ Styles is going to be on SmackDown. That's worth watching in itself, right, guys?
We hope so.
AJ's theme is awesome, man. I listened to it all day yesterday.
Yeah,
I like it.
Put it on replay. It is. It is. And
really
it fits. It fits him. And like I say, we're going to be looking at a lot of stuff happening for this guy in 2016. Let's go to our third match. Brie Bella eventually takes on the Divas champion, Charlotte. I basically looked at it as a revenge match for her sister Nikki.
Right.
And basically, Brie was controlling it.
Yeah, Brie. The only time that Charlotte got any control of the match was when Brie went for Brie mode, and
it never worked good.
And because she screamed it, Charlotte knew it was coming, so she threw her out of the ring.
Yeah, that was a big
because later on in the match, and she ended up in the same corner, and we saw what is Brie mode. She surprised her by not going Brie mode,
and she got
it. So that worked out.
And hit her, Charlotte, and Charlotte said, "Excuse me, was that Brie mode you gave me?"
So
and she said, "Yes, it was."
So Charlotte with Rick.
Once again, Rick decided he wants to go in, and
so it gave Foxy an opportunity to be like, nothing. Get down! Yeah,
instead of grabbing his foot, but
she tried to grab his foot.
Well, she knew he was 70 years old, so she didn't want to hurt him.
Right.
Okay, so she said, "I'm not going to hurt this man." And of course, that distraction basically cost the Divas champion.
Yeah, quick the roll-up pin, and
also to lose.
Caused Charlotte to lose the match, and that was exciting.
Now, I'm sniffing out something. I'm sniffing that they may take this to a fast lane. Just try like a revenge match for a sister and whatnot, We'll see in another week or so how the card pans out or whatnot. But it'd be nice to give old Brie Mode a little spotlight because she's been dim for a while.
Oh, yeah. The Bellas, since Nikki's injury, have been dim. And in general, the Bellas have been dim since the Revolution started.
Eventually. Let's move along. Fourth match.
Absolutely.
Big Show taking on the Wyatt family, Eric Rowan.
And I'm just going to sum it up real quick. Big Show wins. Not a big surprise because it was against Rowan. I don't even think when Rowan loses, I don't even think the Wyatts you can get a hiccup.
Don't care. Yeah, they don't care.
And then they just proceeded to beat the Big Show down.
That was the whole purpose. I'm gonna lose, but you're gonna get beat.
And not one single person came out and helped Big Show.
Well,
and he just got demolished.
That's because Big Show don't know. It's 1 week he's a good guy, 1 week he's a bad guy. So who wants to help him? They don't know who to help.
So
he get demolished.
It ends with him getting body slammed on top of the stairs, and it had to hurt.
I mean, really, you got 500 pounds hitting steel. So
Show did hit a good choke slam to win it, though. Just to throw it out there to our Big Show fans.
That's the same choke slam he came into WWE with when he was 21.
Well,
but I'm just saying he won. He won, but you know what? For winning, you got beat Big Show, and the winner is Big Show, but he got to beat down for lifetime. You and I, past 4 weeks has been saying this over and over. Our fifth match is Titus O'Neil taking on Tyler Breeze. Now you and I thought that maybe they would push Tyler Breeze because he just called up from NXT, but for the past 4 or 5 weeks they've been pushing Titus O'Neil.
They have, and it continued on Raw.
And now I'm interested. Really interested in seeing where they're going to go with this, because they basically been building this up. They done built it up good. Okay, same people he's been wrestling, but he's been winning. So I'm just waiting to see where they're going to take this from there.
Not only did he win last night, but I mean, you might as well have not even had Tyler Breeze in the ring. He did absolutely nothing.
He was like a kid. He was just tossing all over the ring.
It was
he did have
it was a terrible show.
He did have some corduroy pants on or something, cotton or whatever you want to call it.
Gucci, they said, right? Gucci pants.
Gucci.
Yeah, okay.
Well, Gucci got smashed. Trust me.
Yeah.
Titus hit
Gucci got you lost.
Yeah, Titus hit the Clash of the Titus and picks up another win for the 5th week. He's going strong. I don't know what that was. I don't know what it is with Titus saying that, but it gets him all riled up to drop somebody on the mat. Another segment. Another one.
This one very quick.
This was, and that was a good one. If they can throw some quick ones in there, that's good. But Triple H, he walks in the locker room of Brock Lesnar, and he tells Paul Heyman to get out. And he said, "Wait a minute." He said, "Hey, Paul, out." And he eventually tells Brock Lesnar, he said, "I've never seen someone walk up in your face like Ambrose did and live to see the day," or whatnot. And he said, "Maybe Suplex City is getting soft."
Yep.
And what did Brock Lesnar say?
He said, "You'll see at WrestleMania."
You'll see at WrestleMania, and that's it.
That's it.
And that's all it took.
Boom, segment done.
That's all it. And that's all. That's all it took.
Done. Absolutely.
Quick and to the point. And everybody should learn from Triple H and Brock Lesnar. Our 6th match, very interesting. Love this match. It reminded me of the Dean Ambrose Kevin Owens match, but it was Kevin Owens taking on Dolph Ziggler, 2nd week in a row, and they put on the show. And I happen to say this was the best match of the night. It's just
I actually agree with you, and the outcome shocked the heck out of me. Dude.
Well, it shocked me. It did, because we know that Owens been on a roll as of late, but Ziggler picks up the win. But what I can tell you some of the points I like. Did you not like that stiff super kick that he put up under the jaw of Dolph Ziggler?
I like both. I like both.
But that was more awesome. That's the most awesome super kick that I've seen Owens throw, and knocked him. And I thought he was going to pick up the win on that, but he didn't. Dolph Ziggler kicks out of it, but eventually goes for the pop-up powerbomb, and
for the third time.
Yeah,
I think the third time in the match.
Third time is definitely not the charm this time.
Wow, and then he hit the zigzag, and I just
out of nowhere.
I just didn't think there was any way he was going to beat him, and so when the ref counted 3, I was like,
so we're looking at what 1-1 now. They both won.
That's my face. I was like,
yeah, he was looking at it like that.
Jaw drop.
It's like somebody gave him some Oriental noodles. He was like, I don't want no Oriental noodles.
But yeah, so big win for Ziggler, and like you said, it was a great match.
So basically, I mean, Michael Cole, he says stuff that he shouldn't be saying. He go, "This is a good feud." What? They only wrestled twice, and now he's making that out of a feud. And I'm like, he just got out one with Dean Ambrose so quick. So I guess they may be pushing this to fast lane. It's a possibility. Like I said, we won't know until
kind of takes him out of the title picture. But I guess there will be no title defense anyway, since Dean's got bigger plans.
Yeah, he got bigger plans. And he's in bigger plans,
He's
no
in bigger
doubt.
plans, no
He then
doubt.
took some steps up. Then it was a kind of a slight segment with Sasha Banks basically telling her that she's going to fly solo. And she told Naomi and Tamina that she's going to go solo and that she wants to be the WWE Divas champion. And they said, hey...
she said, nobody's going to hold me back. That's what she said.
Yeah, and they're not. Trust me, they're not. She's Naomi said, everyone is basically vying for the Divas Championship. That doesn't mean that they can't have and keep unity. Yeah, we saw that unity later on, didn't we?
Yeah, we quickly saw it evaporate.
Nothing like unity.
The very last fashion to drop was Team Bad. They dropped last night.
Yes. Maybe they dropped on SmackDown.
As Becky was taking on Sasha in the match kind of ended pretty much once
like last week.
Becky went to get the kick in the corner. Sasha blocked it, ended up getting her outside the ring, and they grabbed her like they were gonna start attacking her, but the referee turned around and said, "Hey, you stop that!" So Sasha didn't want a disqualification, so she slid out. She said, "I got this." And like, "Oh, you got this."
Nobody asked you to come out here.
And then they got it.
And then she goes back in the ring. They pull out on her face and commits to beat the living crap out of her. But the surprising thing is that Becky eventually helped out.
Becky helped out. The crowd started chanting NXT, NXT. And so Becky and Sasha, at least for a few moments, put aside their differences and went back to their NXT friendship days. And it looks like possibly a tag team match right around the future.
Maybe that could be something at Fastlane. Possibility. We're just throwing it out there. Main event. The New Day taking on Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose. We basically seen this match before. We see it every week with these factions and whatnot. But overall, it was a good match.
It was a good match.
It was a good showing and whatnot. I'm not going to say anything too particular about the match because we know exactly what happened and we know what type of show these guys put on. But at the last minute, who emerges?
The Beast.
And what did Ambrose do to the Beast?
Nothing.
He provoked him.
Oh, I thought you meant
once you got
in the ring.
He provoked him, and thou what?
Shall not provoke the Beast.
And of course, he gets F5.
He gets F5. In case you're wondering, hey, where was Roman at?
He's on
Roman got drug outside the ring and
he was on the floor last time I saw him.
But yes, he was on the floor, so he might not even see what happened. It was a terrible job of the cameraman though because we couldn't see anything. They were panning on Roman on the floor when Brock Lesnar was actually inside the ring. So if Brock did any other move to set up the F5, we have no clue. Michael Cole was like, check out what Lesnar's doing in the ring.
Yeah, and if he wouldn't
did that, we probably missed F5 too. So bad job of cameraing by WWE.
Fire Vince, fire.
But yeah, I mean, it was a good match and it ended beautifully with Lesnar giving the F5 to Dean.
Then you know it. Hey, let's go to the our Raw rating score. I rated this week a 7.5.
All right, now I'm gonna go 8.5. I thought it was a good lead up into Fastlane. It's got my mind kind of clicking. Hey, maybe they're gonna go different angles than what we originally thought. And that's
throwing us off, and that's a good thing. I mean, they did it to us at the Royal Rumble, and I think it's a good thing that people cannot just predict what is going to happen and whatnot. And so I think it's a good thing as long as they continue to give us some good matches.
Now, the 5 things that you enjoyed about Raw?
5 things. The downfall of Rusev. I enjoyed that because that's exactly where he's going down. Number 2, AJ Styles demolishing The Miz. And when I mean demolish, you wait to SmackDown. He's going to do it again. Number 3, Brie getting revenge on Charlotte for her sister Nikki. I like that. And she deserved to win on that. Number 4, Sasha Banks taking over 2016. And number 5, Ambrose Provoke the Beast.
Yeah, I like that too. I like that. I like your 5 things.
Yes, I appreciate it.
On all those.
Yeah, and I'm for sure that's why I said them. Like we said, hey, stay tuned for SmackDown. We're going to have AJ Styles taking on The Miz, and we're going to have Roman Reigns taking on the downfallen Rusev.
I hope that's not the main event. And if it is, in closing, I'm just going to say, if it is, please just let it end with a spear and a Superman punch if Roman's going to win. Do not have the League of Nations drag Roman Reigns out of the ring and end your main event for like the 9th week in a row in a disqualification or a count out. Please, SmackDown, give us an actual result.
Well, we'll see.
I am excited about watching the Styles because I want to see another Styles clash.
So do I. I'm waiting on that match. Hey, so far, let's just run down so far the matches they do have for Fastlane. It's a triple threat match with Ambrose and Reigns and Brock Lesnar to see who's going to face Triple H at WrestleMania. And then you have the U.S. title match, Kalisto taking on
Alberto Del Rio gets another rematch.
So,
yep. So that's it, guys. Remember to watch this video and then tune in on Saturday when we post up our other 3 videos. And we just appreciate you guys watching, and we like our subscribers. So if you watch us, just hit the like button or hit the dislike button, and then comment down if you dislike us, and then tell us what we did wrong so that maybe we can work it.
Tell us what you like to see.
Yeah, so that'll do it, guys. Raw, it was fun, and hopefully SmackDown is even better.
I'm Brother Rick.
I'm Brother Don Juan.
Guess what?
We're out.
We're out.